Hey, welcome back. In this episode, I'm going to share with you the question that I get asked all the time. How can I get a loan to buy land? In this episode, I'm going to show you so many ways to get a loan to buy land at maximum discounts, and you're going to feel so comfortable at the end of this video that you're going to know all the ways to get a loan to buy land. All right, I got many things to walk you through in this episode. I've got 9 ways to get a loan to buy land, but make sure you stick around to the very end, that I'm gonna show you a place that you can buy land and also you get the loan at the same time. All right, let's talk about the first method. Hard money lenders. That name, hard money lenders, that's kind of a little scary at first, but here's why I love hard money lenders, because they're so easy, they're simple. You know, most of the time hard money lenders will lend on land. They will lend you on land, but it's usually a higher interest rate. You want to be expecting about 9 to 12% interest. And you might think that's high, but here's the thing. If a hard money loan lender gives you a loan on a piece of land, they're probably going to be under 65% of the loan to value. So let's just say the land's worth $100,000. The most they're going to give you is $65,000 because they want to protect their money. A lot of these hard money lenders are actually lending money directly out of their own pockets, their own IRAs, 401ks, whatever it is. This is their money, so they want to protect it. So they don't want to give you too much for the land. So here's what's really cool. It's almost like as if you have a partner, a silent partner that's lending you the money on this land, because they're going to help you evaluate it as well. They don't want to give you too much for this land. Say it's only worth $60,000. They're not going to give you more than, whatever the 65% of that is. So these guys are really easy. A lot of times they can close in like 5, sometimes 6, 7 days. So if you have a piece of land that you have it's a super good deal, this is the guy to call. These are the ones that are going to make it happen the fastest. They're going to help you evaluate it. They're not going to give you too much money because they want to protect their investment as well. Usually I see this on like quick land flips, or maybe you're going to refinance out of that hard money loan. And generally you pay anywhere from 2 to 4 points for this. So what are points? They're basically origination fees. So 2 to 4 points on $100,000, that would be $2,000 to $4,000. Only thing, a point is just a word for a percentage. That's it. All right, the second one is probably my favorite, and that is directly from the seller. It could be called a seller carryback, or holding the financing. The sellers, a lot of time of land, will actually seller finance their land because they don't realize there's places that you can go and get loans on land. So they're willing to sell it faster, or sometimes they'll get a little bit more money for the land if they hold seller finance, and sometimes they'll charge an interest rate. I generally try and get a 0% interest rate from the seller, or a principal only payment is what I like to call it. Rather than saying, hey, I want to give you 0% interest, I want to give you principal only payments, but I can pay a little bit more per month. It's really all about kind of educating your seller, because they might not know this is available as well. Or, hey, Mr. Seller, I understand you're looking for $100,000. If I could give you exactly what you're looking for, would you take payments from me on this type of land? So this is kind of my favorite method, and that's where the seller holds the mortgage. This is where the seller gives me the loan, and I come up with a down payment, usually, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. And sometimes you can get away with no down payment. You just start making a higher monthly payment to the seller. You want to kind of encourage them to do it. You want to explain the benefits and, brush up on this, really understand this. And it's super simple. And the title company will actually help you with. The title company is basically who closes the transaction for you. All right, number 3, we're getting through it. I got a few more to go for you. So you might be looking at like a large piece of land, maybe agriculture. Maybe you're going to start a ranch or a farm or something like that. Farmers banks love to finance for large pieces of agricultural land. Sometimes you can go to them directly. Hey, here's what I'm looking at. Would you be able to finance this? And usually the local farmers banks are the ones that want to see you do this the most. But there's ones like, Farm Bureau. That's a really big one. They are nationwide. All right, number 4, community banks. Community banks are, they have a direct reason. They want to see the community grow. The more the community thrives, the bigger the bank is going to be, the more profitable the bank's going to be. So I want you to take these land purchases to the community bank and show them exactly what you're trying to buy when you're trying to figure out if you can get a loan. Show them what the land is. Show them how much you think it's worth. Ask them how much it's worth, and ask them how much they would lend. This is negotiation power when you're purchasing the land. If the bank's willing to give you $90,000 and the seller wants like $130,000, then show, hey, the bank's only willing to lend 90. Would you take that? Number 5, credit unions. I love credit unions because they are so easy to work with, because most of the time, credit unions are owned by their actual members. A lot of times credit unions aren't for profits. One I love is in Colorado Springs that I use is Ent Credit Union. You go and show them the deal you're trying to do, the land purchase you're trying to make, and they'll show you what they can lend or have other options, other ideas. If you're kind of getting the understanding of what I'm talking about, you're seeing a pattern. I'm just talking about communicating with lenders. Really, at the end of the day, communication is so powerful. All right, if you're getting anything out of this, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I'm coming out with videos 5 days a week. I'm always talking about how to buy and sell land and make maximum profits on it, and how to even get a loan on the land. Number 6. All right, this is one that I really like, but I want you to use caution with it. Let's just say you own a home, and as we all know, the real estate market is booming. Our houses are appreciating. We've got so much equity in it. You might have bought it for $200. It's now worth $500. You've got some equity that you're sitting on there. Home equity line of credit, or HELOC. Your local bank is probably offering you a HELOC all the time. Sometimes these things are at like 0% interest to 2%. This is almost like free money. 0% interest for like the first year is like free money. And I'm not saying you're gonna qualify for it. Usually they like to see good credit and a job history, things like that. But if we go back to number 2, where the seller is seller financing the land, the seller usually doesn't care if you have a job or what your credit looks like. But on number 6, the HELOC, the home equity line of credit, they want to see great credit. They want to see that you have a job with some history. This is probably the cheapest money out there that you're going to find. Number 7, USDA loan. Check out USDA loan. Google USDA loan, how to get a USDA loan. If you're buying like large rural property or some recreational land or some farmland or agriculture, USDA loans are great to get. Now, these are a little bit more time consuming, but they're also super cheap interest rates. That's exactly why they're in business, is for you to be able to buy land, get a loan on a piece of land. So check out USDA loans. All right, number 8. Maybe you're not trying to buy recreational land. Maybe you don't want to start a ranch or a farm, or maybe you just want to buy a lot. I call these infill lots or buildable lots. Maybe you just want to build your dream home and buy the land to do it and build like a custom beautiful home. Well, Mid-Florida Credit Union has something they call a lot loan. Maybe you're not in Florida. Well, still check it out. Maybe they'll loan in Colorado. Maybe they'll loan in Utah. But I'm being very specific here, but there's banks out there that do lot loans. Let's just say you're interested in, doing this, and you're in Apache County, Arizona, or let's just say you're in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, Google Phoenix, Arizona lot loan, LOT loan, and they will show you the banks that actually will provide a lot loan. You can buy the land and then eventually turn this into something called, we call it a construction loan, to build your house. All right, as promised in the very beginning, I was gonna show you for number 9, my last one, a place where you can buy land and get it financed as well. This is no credit needed, no background check. You don't have to have like a great credit. This is a company, and it's my company. I started it and now my team runs it. But we will buy the land and sell it to you and hold the financing and allow you the ability to make easy payments. This is vacantlandofthefree.com. You can find the link below in the description. And it's also, if you want a shorter link, it's getland.org. Getland.org. Those will both be in the description. We're always coming out with more property. We're always buying more property at massive discounts so we can sell it to you and hold the finance. So check that out. It's like the easy button for buying land and also getting a loan on it. All right, so go ahead, click that link below in the description, and we'll see you there.